Up to 20 million people gather in Iraq every year for Arbaeen. What drives the Earth's largest peaceful gathering? A historical tragedy requires a physical way for later generations to pledge their loyalty. It starts with a single pilgrim stepping out of Najaf at dawn, facing a 50-mile desert trek. They walk to Karbala to mark the 40th day of mourning for Imam Hussein, a 7th-century leader who stood against a corrupt empire. But walking 50 miles in blistering heat is an immense effort just to mourn. If the goal was simply to remember a death from 1,300 years ago, they'd just drive. The texts reveal the true meaning. Hussein gave his life to rescue society from ignorance. The physical walk is an active choice to step away from modern arrogance and hypocrisy. Along the numbered poles, thousands of free volunteer camps offer food and shelter. These aren't just logistics, they're real-time practices of the equality and mercy Hussein died for. Reaching the Karbala shrine isn't the end of a funeral, it's the signing of a moral contract to live by those values year-round. And this single physical pledge doesn't just happen once, it happens up to 20 million times over, transforming a historical tragedy into the world's largest living movement against oppression. Every year, up to 20 million people converge on Iraq, forming a pilgrimage that dwarfs almost every other human migration. Take a single pilgrim starting in Najaf, facing a grueling 50-mile desert trek guided by over 1,400 numbered poles. The route ends at Imam Hussein's shrine in Karbala, marking exactly 40 days after his martyrdom in the year 680. He sacrificed his life to rescue society from ignorance and misguidance, making this walk an active physical stand against injustice. The tradition began when Jabir ibn Abdallah al-Ansari made the very first visit to the fallen, setting a historical precedent of physical return. But moving millions of people across 50 miles of desert at 120 degrees should cause a massive medical disaster. Yet the pilgrims survive because citizens physically enact that legacy of selflessness. Thousands of volunteer stations provide free food, air-conditioned shelter, and medical care to every walker, a massive support network called Mawakebs. And this staggering infrastructure of free, citizen-run charity scales across the entire 50-mile highway, safely protecting up to 20 million people moving in unison, keeping a centuries-old legacy alive.